that's what, dude, I don't know what that is, but it is good. Dude, he's under, oh my gosh. Oh my God, see, this is what we were talking about right here. Please don't come off. Please don't come off. Dude, this is such a good fish. He had my, there's another one. There's another one. Oh my gosh, another good bass. Another good bass, doing the exact same thing. Today we are going into possibly one of the greatest stores ever made, Bass Pro Shops, and we're gonna try to spend anywhere from like $60 to $100 on a good micro fishing setup. So John, Creek Fishing Adventures, was down here with us for the past couple of weeks, and we did a whole bunch of fishing, and he really was like he opened my eyes into like the world of small bodies of waters and creeks, streams, stuff like that. And I have a whole bunch of them close to where I just moved to. So I think it's only right if we go buy a small like ultralight combo, some light line lures, and go try to catch some of these creek fish. We're definitely gonna need some chartreuse stuff because I've been sitting in my truck for like the past 30 minutes and it's just been thunderstorm, like lightning storm, thunderstorm. So I mean, sometimes that can get the fish all riled up, sometimes it doesn't do anything. So we're gonna go inside of Bass Pro today, try to spend $60 to $100, get rod, reel, line, and tackle, and hopefully go do some micro fishing in some of these cool places that we found on the maps. This might start a whole new world of fishing for us. Today we're gonna be in a whole new side of Bass Pro Shops. We're gonna be in like the kind of saltwater-ish, like panfish side. Normally we go straight for the bass side, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of exploring today to see where we need to be at and what we're gonna be purchasing for our fishing excursion. I haven't looked at any of the ultralight stuff in here, so hopefully they have some pretty cool stuff or pretty good stuff that, you know, looks like I'll actually be able to use for a couple of years and explore my local area, because the e-bike has really opened my eyes to a whole bunch of stuff. All the waters that we're gonna fish today are probably gonna be e-bikeable, maybe, but if it's super muddy because of the rain, we'll just drive our truck. So I'm thinking ultralight combo, that's rod, reel, we want maybe like 6-pound test line and then like some super small jig heads and just some soft plastics. I'm thinking we could go live bait, but I feel like live bait be kind of cheating, like worm and bobber. Ooh, we could go small rooster tail. We got a lot of options here. So a lot of the like small fishing rods that I see they're advertised as crappie. Like I don't want anything that small. I don't want it to like be like a challenge video. I want to actually be able to, you know, I wouldn't mind having like a minimum 6'6" rod. The only thing is, since I'm saying I want an ultralight, I'm not sure of how big of a rod or how long of a rod an ultralight will come in. I think probably 6'6", maybe 6'9" max. The rods that I have seen don't have a reel, and I'd really like to keep this under $100 because I don't want to buy I don't want to buy an expensive rod and reel that I'm not going to use every day. Okay, these over here look cool, and they're 60, but they don't have reels on. I wonder if I could potentially repurpose an old reel that I already have and just buy the rod. I mean, these are 5'6" ultralight, 6'6" ultralight. I like that. How much are these? I don't know if I have a reel that's like super small though. I might. So this is $60 right here. And there's another 6'6" ultralight, 7-foot light. I feel like 6'6" ultralight's probably gonna be the ticket for us. But it's a 2-piece, but they have 6-foot light. All right, we're gonna keep looking. I'd like, because that's a lot of our budget right there. I don't want anything like toy grade, but I want something that, you know, is gonna last us. But that's the problem with fishing stuff. It's just so expensive. Everything's so expensive. But I mean, that's probably our best option right now. I'll have to go look at the reels and see what type of reels they have in here. But if anything, we just get one of those rods, and then I should have a reel at the house that we can put light line on it. I'm just kind of worried about the castability of a lighter line on like a bigger spinning reel. This is something that's kind of new to me. I'm sure I'll probably be fine with 6 or low pound test, but they do have these crappie setups too. See, they have these crappie setups that come with rods, but the rods are like medium heavy rods. All right, so I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure out a rod situation, and then we'll look at the baits. All right, so we're gonna go with this Crappie Max rod right here. This is I don't even know the size of it. It's just a 1-piece. I'm not a fan of 2-piece rods for some reason. If we're gonna take the e-bike out, a 2-piece probably would be ideal. But this one's $50 right here. I feel like that's a little overpriced. I'm not gonna lie, Bass Pro. I don't know if I like this. Like it for $50. But I mean, this will definitely get us started. It is a ultralight 5'6", and then it's like a crappie rod. But really, one thing that John told me while he was here, things that are branded as crappie stuff really catch anything. So just because something says like this is dedicated for crappie or this product's made for crappie doesn't mean you only can crappie fish with it. So this is going to be our just panfish. One goal that we have for today is I want to catch 3 species, and I want to be able to correctly identify the 3 species that we catch, because that's one thing that I'm really lacking at as a fishing content creator, I guess you'd call it, is I can name a bluegill. If you give me a bluegill, I can name those, and I can name like, red breast sunfish, long ear sunfish. I can name one of those too. If I see it, I can name it. But as far as just all the hundreds of species of sunfish we apparently have in Alabama, I'm not the greatest at that. So we're gonna go ahead and get the $50 reel. That's a big chunk of our budget right there. And then I don't have any baits with me. All I have is a box of terminal, which is all bass stuff. So it's probably gonna be a little bit too big for this that we're gonna do today. No idea where we're going from here, but we're gonna just browse the shelves and see what we can get into. I'm super excited for this because it's something different, like still fishing, but we're going like panfish, ultralight. And then if y'all really like this video and y'all can get this video to 500 likes, we'll do a catch and cook with this exact same combo and hopefully the same baits. We'll go catch some bluegill or just panfish in general, and we'll catch them and cook them. And I'm not the greatest chef in the world, I'll just go ahead and tell y'all that. But you give me some Eggo waffles, or I can make an omelet. I make pretty good omelets, do that every morning. But I'm a big like noodles in a pot type of guy. We successfully got our handle turned around, so it's gonna be a right-handed retrieve now. Now we need, I think we should start with jig heads first, and then we go to the actual like plastic that we're gonna put on it. So let's go find some jig heads. I'm hoping there's just like a Bass Pro branded like variety kit that we can just get, so we don't have to buy 80 different individual packs of jig heads. I think we're gonna have a pretty calm day today, so something like this should be money for us. Also, I like that chartreuse. I'd like them in just like a variety pack, so I don't have to buy a whole bunch of individual packs and I can just mix them all together. Yeah, see, I like this right here. Those are 1/8 ounce. I like to go a little bit smaller. Okay, so we got a variety pack of jig heads. Those are $7, so we're at like 50. We'll just say we're at 60 with tax and everything. So $60, and now we need some sort of plastic, and I'd like to do the same thing with the plastic if at all possible, and just get like a variety pack so we can kind of customize our color combinations. Ooh, all these, Greg used to be really big into the Bobby Garland crappie stuff, or he used to use it, at least. I'm not gonna say he was big into it. Let's see what we got. Do we get like a pack of beetle spins? I don't know if we should do like beetle spins and rooster tails just for the one time, you know. That's one of those OG lures. The rooster tails, I don't know who's making those, but they have gotten insanely pricey. I mean, $3.49 for that. I'm sure there's a lot of work that goes into it, but that shouldn't be any more than $1. I bet back in the day you could probably get a 10-pack of rooster tails for probably about $5 maybe. We're not buying a rooster tail, we're on rooster tail strike. Also, we're on whoever controls the weather app. We're on strike from the weather app too, so if y'all have any good weather app suggestions, drop them below in the comments, because whoever runs the Apple one needs to be fired. It's probably run by a whole bunch of 4-year-olds. Okay, so they have this right here for $8.29, and I just don't know if those are going to be too big. I kind of think those are a little oversized for what we're going to be trying to do. But also on this side over here, they have these Berkeley like pre-rigged, like 1/64th ounce. So I don't know. This is definitely going to be a better value, and then we can also like cut these down and make them a little bit smaller. So I think we're gonna go with this. So since we have everything, we're gonna go get some line. I'm thinking 6-pound test. I am new to this. I'm not sure if we could go any lighter than 6. We could probably get away with 4. Probably not gonna be able to get any super long cast. I don't know, we're gonna have to figure that out together. I kind of want to get a spool of like 4 and get a spool of 6. I don't really think it's gonna make that big of a difference, but I'm thinking 6 pounds should be more than enough for us, especially since we didn't get the 1/32 ounce jig heads. We got the 1/16 ounce. So 6 pounds should be heavy enough, but I mean, it's super light line regardless. We're gonna go find us some 6-pound test. Okay, so for this part, I'm gonna go with what I know. This is Berkeley trilene. It's $8. Clear. This is mono, I'm pretty. All right, so I think we have everything. Run through it with me. We have hooks, weights, or we have, hooks and weights in one. We have jig heads, we have line, we have a combo. So if we have everything, I think we're ready to go check out. We're not gonna look at any of the bass stuff in here, because that's how these trips get expensive. We say it every video. All right, let's go microfishing. I'm super excited for this, if you can't tell. I've been thinking about this ever since John left. I'm like, I need to try. And $81 later, we have a good microfishing setup. I'd say it looks pretty good. I know absolutely nothing about this, and I felt like the guy, you know, when you go into a fishing store and you just see the guy that's just walking the aisles and like looks more like he's like scouting than like shopping, you know. He's like, That's how I felt in there. I have no clue what I needed, but I mean, it's so simple that it's complex. Like, it's one of those things, you know exactly, like, I could probably throw a Maxent General in the water and get like a micro fish, or like do micro fishing with, you know, what I use for bass. But when you're actually going to go shop to go catch a different species of fish than what you're used to, it's so difficult. All right, so we have a little bit of a conflict about our first spot. I've been over here a couple of times, and one time I've been kicked out from over here, and then the other time I was told by a security guard, as long as you stand where I can't see you, you won't get kicked out. So it's kind of like mixed emotions. I feel like we should be able to find a spot where we should be good at. And then also, we're not going to be fishing the main pond. There's like a really cool waterfall over here that actually I think Greg caught like a pretty big bass out of when I was living over here a couple years ago. So we are going to come over here and try the spot out. This water is fairly dirty. What our little rig looks like. We got kind of a natural color tied on with the bright head. So I don't know anything about this. I think we probably should have went chartreuse. Chartreuse are like pink soft plastic, but I mean, who knows? Oh, this is gonna be pretty sweet. I'm kind of excited for this. Like, if we hook up on I don't know what we're going for. I mean, I just want to catch 3 different species, micro species, and I don't know. This just seems like so much fun because your possibilities are literally endless. Like, you could catch a catfish if you're able to land it, or you could catch like a 4 or 5 pound bass, or you could even catch a, you know, really big bluegill, whatever. There's just so many different options of what you could catch while doing this. So this is gonna be pretty exciting to see what we can get into over here. Oh, there's a little brush pile right there. I don't want to get hung up first cast, but first cast with our new combo. Oh, this thing kind of flies out there too. Oh, this little spillway thing right here looks so good. Look at that water rushing through it. Oh, got a lot of muck or whatever on the bottom over there. Oh, puddle of water I just stepped in. Let's go. All right, first one, we're gonna give it a little flip. Oh yeah, castability is no problem for this. I have no clue what my retrieve should look like. Should I give it kind of like little bounces or what? So, I mean, even like down to the cadence, this is all brand new for me. So, overhand cast. Oh yeah, we can really cast this thing out pretty good. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get a bite. It's probably gonna be like, might take the rod out of my hand, honestly. Oh, hooked up. Oh, no, that was the first one. Dang, that was the first fish. We lost our first one, man. Hey, we got hooked up early though. Not mad at that. Oh, we have a knot in the tip of our line. Guys, if y'all have any like true micro fishing combo suggestions, please drop them down below in the comments. I just feel like this one's good as a starter. Oh, there we go. There's a fish. That's a fish. Feels like it could be a bass. What if it's one of those koi fish? Oh, it is a bass. Oh, it came off. No. Dude, we had a bass. That was our first one. It was a bass. Dang, man. Hey, first fish. It wasn't a bad one either. That was like a pounder. It was definitely a solid pounder or so. Man, that was our first one. Lost it. Dang. All right, so we're going to do that same thing. Try to keep our rod tip up and just let it swim. Man, that was our first one, a bass, and it was not a bad one at all. I was really expecting like a little bluegill or something like that out of here, especially with this moving water over here. Since it's been raining, that's like ideal for any type of fishing. You know, whatever you really want to catch, it should be up here with these type of conditions and good overcast conditions too. Hey, I'm kind of mad about that. I wonder if our hook set wasn't hard enough. Also, I'm trying to keep in mind that we have 6 pound line on. So if I would have known that would have been a bass, that probably wouldn't have been good because I would have gave him a hard. Oh, there we go. Another bass. Oh yeah, it is a bass. It is. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I need to loosen my drag a little bit. That is not a bad bass. Oh, loosened it too much. Okay, this is so interesting. I don't know if we can even try to flip them. All right, we're gonna try it. Oh, let's go, baby. And boom. Dude, this water is hot. I wish I could feel how warm this fish is. Oh, the hook popped right out. How about that? Dude, this water is like, this bass is hot. When I say he's hot, he's like actually like quite warm. All right, we're gonna let him go over here on this side just so we don't spook any potential fish. I mean, that bass was like, he felt like he had a fever. That's how warm he was. Awesome, awesome. So that's species number 1. That is largemouth bass. I don't know the scientific name for them. If I did, I would drop it, but that's our first one of the day, guys. Oh, this is cool. I like this already. I mean, we're 5 minutes into this, we already have a bass on a crappie jig. So, oh, I have a lot of little spots like this that I'm really excited to try out, because I feel like once you downsize your lure, if I'm able to catch bass on something like this will make fishing so enjoyable, just because you just really never know. I mean, you could catch a catfish on this little thing, you could catch literally anything, and then you're fishing light line. I'm really enjoying this so far, and we're only like one fish into it. I wonder if I could cast in this little corner and there would be one right there. Honestly, coming over here, I was expecting to just really hook into a whole bunch of like little panfish, bluegill and whatnot. So I'm kind of surprised that we haven't hooked into more of them. There's not more bluegill over here. All right, we're gonna try to go like right into the base of the waterfall over there. That should be a pretty good spot. All right, we're gonna walk across these little rocks right here and try to get parallel. Somebody's been over here bass fishing. And we're gonna try to get parallel with the waterfall and see if we can't maybe make a cast across it. See if we can't entice anything to come out and eat our little crappie jig right here. And also the cool thing is, we got probably about 20 different color, or probably hundreds of different color combinations, all for $20. So like we probably could switch into like a chartreuse something and probably do a little bit better. So I might do that after a couple casts over here, just try to change our color up. Oh, big bite. Oh no, dude. Whatever that was, hammered it. Oh, that bass jumped out of the water with it. Did y'all see that, please? Oh my gosh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We're gonna go over here and try to land him. That is actually a good one. Oh, he came off. Dadgummit. That bass literally jumped out of the water right there. Did y'all see that? Please tell me y'all saw that. I mean, he literally jumped out of the water, I guess to maybe get it, eat it like a topwater lure. He jumped almost over this koi fish I'm looking at right here. Wow. I might have found a new favorite way to catch fish. I'm gonna sell all my regular bass gear and just buy a whole bunch of ultralights. There's another one. Dude, that's a good one. Please stay on, please stay on. He's swimming towards me. There's another bass. Dude, we are tearing up the, oh my gosh, dude. I don't know if we can flip them or what should we do? Should we try to make it back over? This is the challenge right here. This is a good long one. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. Oh, don't come off, let's go, dude. Look at the size of that one. It's a big one. Dude, that is a big bass. Oh, they just come right off. It's like they're not even hooked. Look at that. That is a solid pounder. So pounder, 2-pounder. He has a bulging eye. Look at that, baby. Let's go. Let's go, guys. I should have brought the big camera over here, but it was raining. I didn't want to mess anything up. How about that? That's micro fishing at its finest. I hope I didn't just mess this spot up by throwing that back in there. All right, 2 casts. We're 2 for 2 on bites. Let's see. Oh. There's another one. Oh, got 8 right there. I haven't even made it out of that little spot yet without getting 8. It's just so weird that we haven't caught any panfish, because the amount of bass over here, that just means that this spot's probably just loaded up with small bait for them. So the fact that we haven't caught anything else is kind of weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, dude, these fish are eating it, like jumping out of the water for it when it's on top of the surface. Like I saw that one right there. Come up and try to eat it. Boom. All right, perfect cast right there, perfect cast. We gotta get 8 on this cast. There he goes, there he is. Nope, another bass. Dude, we are like 4 for 4 on bass right now. We're just gonna try to give him a quick flip. Boom, let's go. Come here. Oh, don't break my rod. This is quickly turning into my best day of bass fishing ever. I mean, we've probably been out here for 5-10 minutes, and all these bass are super thick and super healthy. Like, look at that one. That one's a dink for sure, like lengthwise, but still a nice, fat, healthy fish. Can't be mad at it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we haven't even had to change up our color or anything. Like, we're still with the chartreuse, still with the same bait. Haven't lost it yet. Knock on wood. All right. Oh, big eat, dude, it's getting crushed. Oh my gosh, look at that, dude. This is not even supposed to be a bass video, but this spot's just loaded right here. Hopefully I can plug some of y'all, because I know some of y'all know exactly where I'm at. Or probably majority of y'all know exactly where this is at. So if y'all run into the security guard, if it's a lady, if it's an African-American lady, she's cool. But like, there's an older African-American guy over here that's kind of rude. Oh yeah, that one's nice and thick. Look at that. Dude, we're gonna end up pulling out a big one here in a second. I don't know how many we're at, but like if we keep casting over here for sure, we're gonna end up with like a 3 or 4 pounder. I just need to loosen my drag a little bit. I don't think there's any need to change the bait because we went pretty much, I think like 3 or 3, 4 for 4 or something like that over here. Fix our tail. It's probably not a good thing. So I want to go try out 3 or 4 different spots. But I mean, if we keep catching them from right here, we'll probably walk around and keep trying it a little bit more. But I still do want to try to catch 3 different species. So we might even need to go down a little bit smaller to like get into some panfish type stuff, but we'll see. Because I have a hard time believing that it's only bass over here. Like, as fun as this is, I would like to kind of switch it up and try a couple panfish. But this is a nice warm-up introduction. Oh my gosh, that's a better one. That's a good one. Yep, that's him. That's like a 2 pounder for sure. I think I took the scale out. Dude, we are on 2. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a good one. Don't jump. Oh, came off. Dang, man, that was a good one. That was a good fish. Dude, we are absolutely wrecking these bass right now. Same piece of plastic. Our plastic's about gone. Dude, this is insane. All right, starting to slow down a little bit, starting to rain. We're gonna run up here and see if there's like a puddle, kind of the same thing as it is down here. Man, that last one we lost, it wasn't like the biggest fish in the world, but it was definitely a solid 2 pounder or so. So, man, that was cool. That was cool. Oh yeah, we had to try this too. I bet you there's fishing here as well. Oh, we had one. We had a small one. Dang. No telling what that could have been. Try to go parallel along this little wall right here. Feel like that'd be a pretty good spot to find a couple trying to sneak around. So we're gonna go back down to the bottom of this place right here. We hooked like a small little bluegill or something. Not sure what it was, didn't get to see it or anything, but it looked fairly small. Oh, there we go. There we go. That one's fighting pretty good. I went away from the waterfall, kind of went out in the middle a little bit. Oh, let's go. Yes, this is a bluegill. Please tell me I'm right in the comments that this is a bluegill. Hey, ouch. Gotcha. Awesome. All right, panfish number 1. We got 2 species so far. We got bluegill and bass. Yeah, this is for sure 100% a bluegill. And I know that because he has blue in his gills. Cool. I don't know. That's why they all look like bluegill to me, because I'll see that black dot and then like a little bit of blue up here. I'm like, oh, bluegill. Cool. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Bluegill. So we got 2 species now. We got a bass and a bluegill. Gonna go back out in the middle. I've kind of figured out, I'm doing a mix of different retrieves. So I'm kind of doing just like a steady, constant retrieve like this, because I am throwing like a little curly tail grub. So the tail's still, you know, swimming in the water how curly tails do. Then also I kind of do like a swim bait or a swim jig shake, you know, like it's like a constant jiggle of the rod koi fish. I wonder if one of them will eat that would be an interesting fight right there. This little jig head versus one of those koi fish, goldfish, whatever they're called. See guys, that's the cool thing about fishing too, is like, see, when I first started, I came over here and I was casting all throughout this and wasn't getting any bites. But then the second I go around and try a different angle of it, then I start getting bites. So that's like something just to even take into bass fishing is, sometimes it's just all about like the angle of your presentation. You know, there might be fish in the area, but if you don't cast at them the right way or like from the right angle, sometimes they don't even care. Oh, there we go. Oh, bass. Let's go out of the main lake. Let's go. Oh yeah. Honestly, I was not expecting that. That's not a bad one. Might be biggest of the day. Definitely longest of the day. Come here. Ooh, come here. Ooh, come here. Ooh, ooh. Gotcha. Ah. Gotcha. Oh, no, I don't. Keep spinning. There we go. Oh, dude, you are slippery. Oh, you broke the tail of my lucky bait. Ooh, you were hard to grab for some reason. All right, you are definitely the longest fish of the day. That is the target species right there. Largemouthus bassus. That's the scientific name that we gave them. All right, cool. I saw this little tree right there in the water and figured it'd be worth a shot. All right, so we are gonna pull this off right here, and we're gonna, should we switch up to chartreuse? I mean, that one's worked so well for us. I feel like we'd be crazy if we switched up colors, but also we could unlock like a whole nother group of fish if we do switch up. Let's see what we got that looks good. Definitely want something with that curly tail on it. So this is really our only other option. This is a little bit of pink. No, I think I'm gonna go with this one again, just because we caught so many on it. I tell y'all what, the next South Florida trip we take, you can bet that you're gonna see one of these videos of microfishing South Florida. That would probably get pretty insane. Like, imagine catching peacock bass on an ultralight, then just all the different species that are down there. This little series has potential right here. Drop a comment if you have any ideas of like, hey, you should do this, you should take this micro rod here. Because I really do think that this has a lot of potential, especially all the bass that we've caught. Like some of the urban places that we go, or just like the neighborhood ponds or whatnot, where it just seems like the bass fishing or fishing in general is impossible to do. I feel like this is like a fishing cheat code. There we go. Maybe. Dude, what is that? Is that a, oh no, that was a good one. That's why he wasn't moving, because he was so big. Oh, did he break our line, or it's the hook in our head? Because the line's in my hair. I think he might have broke us off. No, he didn't. Dang, dude, that was a good one. I mean, he didn't even come up. That's how you know he was good, whenever you hang one like that and they don't even come all the way up. Or like whenever you hook one and it just doesn't come straight up and jump, that's how you know it's a good one. Dude, shout out to this Berkeley line too. I mean, we've caught, what, probably 6 or 7 on it so far, and haven't had to retie yet. Haven't even had a problem with it. I'll say that, and then we're gonna catch I'll see a 10-pounder jump out of here and it'll break it off. Fun, because you have a short rod. Like, it'd be perfect on the back of the e-bike, because you could take this little thing to like rivers and creeks. Oh, that was a bite right there. We weren't really ready for it. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's what we've been looking for. I don't know what it is, but I think it's a good one. Pull and drag. Whatever it is, it's big. You see how it's really not like going too crazy? Like, it's jumping a little bit. But also, I am fishing a 5-foot ultralight rod, so whatever it is probably gonna feel pretty good. I really don't want to lose it. I haven't seen, I'm pretty sure it's a bass. It looks dark on the top side, so that generally means bass. But oh yeah, good one. Oh, I don't think he's the longest, but he definitely feels like best fighting bass we've had. Oh yeah. Okay, we need to tighten up our drag a little bit. That's not good. Oh, come here, dude. Caught ya. Let's go. That's the best all around as far as length and girth we've caught for sure. Dude, this is so crazy. I mean, had zero expectation of even really catching a bass today. I was like, we're gonna go all for just panfish, but I mean, catching ones like this that are nice and thick and healthy on a small little crappie jig, pretty cool. I know it's a good way to catch bass, but like, I've just never done it before. I feel like we're out here on a good day too, just kind of with this rainstorm that we've been having. It probably has them all a little more fired up. Then especially that first spot we got into was really a blessing. Having all that rain, like, we had a pretty good rainstorm before we went into Bass Pro, so having all that fresh current moving through there probably really helped our cause a lot. I feel like we can really zip this out there too, just for what it is. Like, 6-pound test, 1/16 ounce head, and a little soft plastic, and I mean, we're making pretty good casts. Like, I've had bait casters, I really can't cast that far. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think that's a bluegill. I don't want to, oh, bass. Dude, these bass feel like tarpon on this little rod. Oh yeah, right when the rain kicked up. Come here. Awesome. Dude, chill. These bass are so slimy. I can't even get a good hold on them. There we go. Woo, and that hook pops right out. These are some thick, little, healthy bass. Guys, I highly recommend this. Go to Bass Pro, or you don't even have to go to Bass Pro. Just go to, your granddad probably has one of these rods in his closet. Go get your granddad's rod, tie on a little crappie jig, and go like multi-species fishing. That's what this was supposed to be, but I mean, I'm in heaven right now sitting here catching these bass, and I will post, these bass better not tempt me, because I will post an hour-long video of me standing here just wrecking these bass. Because it's one of those things, you know, these bass would not hit like a, they probably see so many lures over here, they probably wouldn't eat just like a regular worm anymore. Like, half of the fish that we've caught, ooh, there was another bite. 0% chance that they would have ate like this white trick worm or whatever that's over here. You probably would have caught 1/5 of the fish that we've caught today just fishing, you know, traditional bass lures. Like, so at this spot, we're gonna keep on this color that we have right here. Then we're gonna fish our way back around to the truck, and then we're gonna hop back in and see if we can't try out some other spots that I know fish are in, but I've never been able to catch any, just because I think honestly they're so pressured. That is pretty tough. There we go. Oh, that's a bass. That's a good one. If that's a fish, I don't know. He hasn't came up yet, but I mean, that's what, dude, I don't know what that is, but it is good. Dude, he's under, oh my gosh. Oh my God, see, this is what we were talking about right here. Please don't come off. Please don't come off. Dude, this is such a good fish. Oh my gosh, dude, look at that. Look at that. Please, please, please don't come off, dude. Please, 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 please. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Stop, stop, stop. Come here. Gotcha. Oh no, I don't. Open. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That fish gave me a heart attack. Dude, he bowled my rod over so quick. Let's see if we have the scale. That has got to be like a 2-pounder. I don't think we brought it. Oh no, I took it out. Oh well. Dude, look at that one. That is a good fish. Oh, he's so pretty. Like down here, that kind of black, white blend he has on the scales, it almost looks kind of like a smallmouth. Dude, that is such a nice fish. Super healthy. Nice 2-3 pounder on the crappie jig. Oh yeah. Dude, this is so much fun. That fish, it had my rod literally bent over. Look at that bird over there. He's like, hey, how'd you catch that? What you catching them on? They biting. These fish biting. I definitely attracted that bird over here. Dang, that's so cool. So cool. Look at this. It's a solid fish, man. Solid one. Dude, you are not dead. Stop doing that. Swim. I command you. There he goes. Woo! How do you leave after that? I mean, that fish just scared the absolute crap out of me. Like, he had my, there's another one. There's another one. That might be a bluegill. He had my rod completely bent over. I think it is. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh, it's another good bass. Another good bass doing the exact same thing. Oh my God. Oh, broke me off. Dang, dude, broke me off. What is going on? Came back over here and they're like turned back on again. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I mean, that last one was probably not like a 2-pounder. That one we caught before the last one that we just broke off was definitely like a 2-pounder. But the one that we just broke off, I mean, he did the exact same thing, like ran us up underneath the bricks and broke us off. Okay, there's water puddles everywhere. Good day to wear these tennis shoes. Oh, that one looks pretty good too. It's like, it's so funny because it's like they all go to the same place. That's a pretty decent one. Dude, there's so many bass in here. I have no clue how many we've caught, but I mean, we have to have caught. That's actually a really good one. Come here, big flip. Oh, didn't flip him into my hand. There we go. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh. Sorry, dude. Oh. I kicked him in the water. All right. Boom. There's another one. That was a good one. I don't know what it is about these fish, or like if they're just extra slimy in here or something, or like there's something in the water, but when I try to go to lip them, it's like their teeth are non-existent. That's probably like the most fun fishing I've had in a long time. Like, I enjoy all my days, but that was just nice because it was something different. And then 100% surprise, like catch the first bass, like, yeah, okay, you know, that's probably just 100% luck. Like, no, you can, I knew you could catch bass on crappie jigs like this, but I never would have thought in a million years that like we would have had a day like that or eating it like that. And then it's not done. It's only 4 or 5 o'clock, so still have a lot of time. The Lakers and Nuggets do play. You know, LeBron's gonna win his, what, 5th ring this year? How many does he have? 5, 6, 5? Jordan has 6, he has 3, 4? I don't know, but LeBron's winning a ring this year, so we gotta make it home in time to watch that game. So We're gonna hit a couple more spots and then see what we can get into. So stay tuned. Okay, so this spot that we're at right here, this honestly might be a very, very long shot. We just pulled in here real quick, just whipped in. I really doubt if there's anything in here because I've seen this place bone dry. But also I know there used to be fish in here. So it might be fed from like something else. We got to jog across the street right here. But we're gonna see, we're gonna see. I haven't been here in probably like 2 or 3 years. Me and Greg came and fished this spot one day. I can't really remember if we caught anything. Like it looks like there's fish in it. But then again, like I have seen it like absolutely no water, like 0 signs of life, 0 anything in it. So yeah, I don't think we ever caught anything out of here because we fished this place on like pretty similar conditions as what it is today. And there was a big thunderstorm and there was a big like lightning strike that put power out to some of these buildings. It's worth a shot. On to the next. So this is a spot I've tried a couple of times. But it's one of those like, you know, skinny water or a small body of water where may or may not be fish. I don't think I've caught anything from here. Oh, there we go. Something. Hey, small little bass. Let's go. That is a small one. Look at that little turtle right there too. Awesome. Look at that. Baby bass. Look, there we go. Already. Little bass. Dude, that is such a small one. These are so small in here. That's probably why I didn't catch anything, because these fish are micro. But that was the goal of today's video. Awesome. Look at that. Thank you, sir. And there has to be some different species down there other than bass. Look, there's another one. Oh, something has it. What's that? Another bass? Dude, how many bass are down there? Think about like doing this. I really feel like you could outfish a spot. Because I mean, if you can catch those consistently, that's pretty cool. There we go. Another bass. Dude, what if we're catching the same one over and over? All right, so there was just a really big blow up over there in the corner. We hooked that fish a little. Oh, no. We do not need a wind knot. We do not have time for this. Oh, there we go. Yes, sir. I don't think that's a bass. Is it a crappie? Oh, it's a crappie. Let's go. Hey, that's 3 species, baby. I would have never thought in a million years that there's crappie in here. Huh. It's a small little crappie. It's a nice one though. Hey, let's go. That's species number 3. I was starting to get a little worried. I was like, eh, we haven't caught anything in a minute. Or like we haven't caught anything other than a bass or a bluegill. We might have just had a really good bass lure. Ooh, good bite. Is he still on? Yeah. That was a good bite. Oh, another crappie. Let's go. Dude, it looks like we're catching the same fish over and over, and I promise we're not. I think they're just all this small. But that was a really good crappie bite, because that one's smaller than the first one. That's the hardest non-bass bite of the day. We might have found a school of crappie over there though. If we catch a keeper size, we might turn this little thing into a catch and cook. There we go. Another crappie maybe? Oh dude, we found a little school of crappie over there. None of them are big, but I mean, they're all the same exact size. See, that one's a little bit bigger than that last one we caught. How about that? Found a few little pond crappie. No keepers though. Hey, we just went 3 for 3 on crappie. All right, let's see if we can't get another one. Challenge complete though. Caught 3 species. We caught 1 bluegill, a whole bunch of bass, a whole bunch of very small bass, which I was not expecting starting off the video. And then also we found a little school of crappie right here. It looks like it's maybe starting to rain again too, so maybe that might help, it might hurt. We'll find out here in a second. Oh, there we go. There's something. Oh, that's a good little bass. There we go. That's a better bass. Let's go. Dude, chill. Dude, chill. Dude, chill. Gotcha. Dude, same thing with this one too. Like, it's like their mouths, either I'm just doing something completely wrong. Dude, I don't know. It's like these urban fish mouths are like extra slimy to where you can't really get a good hold on them. Probably wasn't the smartest release if I was gonna go back down in that spot, but it is what it is. Oh, we got one. We got one. Hey, another crappie. Hey, this is a good little time right here. Well, let me mess around and catch a big one. I'll stand out here for a minute. We're gonna give this one a minute and see if we can, we're gonna get this pond a minute and see if we can get on some more. Because I mean, if we can up the size of those crappie, we might be going to go get us a bucket out of the truck. But I don't think I have a bucket in the truck. We'll let them ride home in the passenger seat. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Another something. Oh, little bass, small bass, super small. Hey, this little thing's full. This little pond's filled with life though. This is pretty cool just to show, like, okay, just because, you know, you bring your weightless Senko over here and you don't catch anything, that doesn't mean there's not anything in it. Let's see, that's a little short cast. We'll just kind of jig it back to us and see if anything will eat it. There we go. Oh, this is so much fun. Just being able to catch these fish, just knowing that, you know, this fish probably isn't gonna eat a general, or it's not gonna eat a fritz-eyed. But this little 5.6 ultralight fast action rod has just put a hurting on these fish today. Like, we've caught all the way from like 2, maybe 3 pounders to that size on it. We've caught bluegill, crappie, and bass on it, and it's really been a fun time today. Like, I've really enjoyed every second of this. Back over by the drain. Oh, there we go. Oh, came off. Ooh, I saw one come up and eat that. I saw him come up. Haha, gotcha. Dude, all of these fish are the exact same size. It's almost like we're catching the same one over and over again. We're gonna end it off on this one right here, guys. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. If you have any, you know, kind of sub things that we can go off of the day that we've had and kind of pick up, or you see what I'm trying to say, if there's anything else that you think that we should try to do with this microfishing excursion that we've been on these past few hours, please let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. Take all of y'all's comments to heart. But yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Don't forget to fish them hard and have a amazing day. Have a great day. See y'all. All right, we're not really done. Now we're done. We had to just catch one more. I think it's so crazy that there's so many fish in here. I mean, I fished this place a couple of times and like it just looks dead in here. But I mean, you start casting and it's pretty loaded. And the crazy thing is like, imagine if we were able to stumble upon one of those ponds where, you know, it doesn't look like there's anything really in it, but there's a whole bunch of like 4 and 5 pounders in it. Imagine being able to stumble across one of those with this thing. If you could get it to eat, if you could get them to eat it, and like, that would probably be scary. I'm definitely gonna keep this rod and we're gonna do a lot more missions like this. Thank y'all for hanging out. See y'all. Bye, an ultralight.